There are two main mistakes many nutrition coaches make when they start nutrition coaching. They start by focusing all of their energy on learning about nutrition, by reading articles, watching videos, and taking nutrition certifications. But they spend no time on what to do to get clients, which for many, they learn the hard way or in some cases too late. Because with no paying clients, your nutrition certifications don't really mean much, making you feel like you'll never be able to build a coaching business because you're no good at sales or prospecting clients. Now, the second mistake is even if they get paying clients, they can't retain them because they don't have the proper coaching systems in place. They're disorganized, their check-ins are all over the place, and there's no rhyme or reason around how they do their coaching because they haven't been taught it. So they deliver a low quality service, their clients don't get results, and then they don't hang around. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why both of these mistakes happen and the solutions to fix them. Let's start with number one, can't get nutrition clients. Here's the unfortunate truth about many basic nutrition certifications. They may teach you the right stuff and you may end up knowing a lot, but no one wants to be the smartest nutrition coach that no one's ever heard about, which is exactly what happens after taking a basic nutrition cert. You have a piece of paper, but no paying clients. Let's fix that. Now you may be thinking, why don't you just get on social media and start promoting your service? Now, social media is the best way to reach the most amount of potential nutrition clients, but it may not be the best way, especially if you're just getting started. Now, this may come as a surprise. As a coach, I've posted 3 or 4 times already today. But your first 5 to 10 paying nutrition clients are gonna come from your immediate social circle. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, your acquaintances, people that already know that you're a health-focused person and that you can help them. And although posting some helpful nutrition content on social media may help you stay top of mind with those people, it's not really gonna land you clients when you first get started. We have a different strategy that we teach in the Dr. Mark method that does a really good job of taking those people that are curious and turning them into paying clients in a simple yet professional way. And it's the perfect way to get this process started. And believe me, I know what it's like to not have this in place when you first get started. It's dreadful because you may have a nutrition cert or even 2 and be investing in your education, but it becomes clearer through time that all those learning experiences and education, they don't really mean much without paying clients. You need sales and marketing help, which is a skill that anyone can learn. And I'll teach you how to do this today as a part of today's video through the process that helped me land my first 100 paying nutrition clients, all in your local area. The key here is taking the people that you know and not just telling them about nutrition coaching, which alone could get you pretty far. You want to take those people, the people that are already all around you, and you want to turn them into paying clients. That's where your first paying clients will come from. Those people. It's not going to be from random people from the internet. When these people ask you questions, you could give them advice, which could be a good segue into coaching, but generally that doesn't work very well. You just end up being helpful and give them advice that they don't really apply. Instead of answering their question and telling them what they need to do, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna show them what they need to do. You're gonna say, hey, that's a great question. Let me answer it, but let me do this. Here's what you'll do instead. Tell them that you're going to answer that question, but also to give them the best possible answer. You wanna get a better sense of what their goals are and what they're currently doing right now, so you can answer that question, but also give them some more insight. And then you're gonna send them over an application form where you can collect this information. This is gonna be important for 2 reasons. The first one being you're getting contact information, which is great. You can send them emails down the road. But also number 2, you really wanna collect their goal, what they want to achieve and why. This is the most important thing. Having this one small piece of information is going to be the difference maker from taking people in your social circle and turning them into paying clients. Because being someone that is knowledgeable about nutrition and that cares can get you pretty far, but that doesn't mean that people are gonna take the next step with you, even if you're upfront about the opportunity and what it looks like. But this all changes when you know what they want to achieve, because you start to present solutions and answers that are very specific to what they want. Not just what you think they need, but actually what they want. You're no longer selling nutrition coaching, you're just presenting a path to results that are specific to what they want to achieve. And that's when people from your social circle will hire you. That's when they're going to sign up. They won't ghost you when you present your service or talk about how much it costs or say, well, they just need to think about it or maybe later. They'll be ready to go. Now, if this sounds like a process that you want to learn more about, I've created a completely free training on this process. It's called the Free Nutrition Report. And you can go to the first link in the description below and get instant access to it. Now, as helpful as this process is, you still need to find these people, or better yet, have them find you. If you're just getting started with nutrition coaching, don't wait to find clients and start working with people. The sooner you get this aspect going, the sooner you will improve. Now, if I were to start my nutrition coaching business from scratch all over again, here's what I would do. To find these people, once every month, I would do a completely free lunch and learn at a local business to talk nutrition to new faces. I would walk up to one new person every day in the gym, start a conversation, and bring up nutrition coaching. And once a quarter, I would form a new relationship with a health professional in a similar space, like massage, chiro, personal training, or a tanning salon, and start to see if we could send each other clients. Then once I got clients, I would start talking about these successes on social media, highlighting client wins and answering some of the questions that they asked me. And then I would start to ask my paying clients for referrals. And that's where your first 5 to 10 paying clients are gonna come from. You wanna start conversations with actual people, both online, but also in person, so you can tap into your social network. Now, this isn't to diminish the power of social media within your social circle. Amy, who's a brand new nutrition coach within our Dr. Mark Method Nutrition Certification Program, she just last week posted her before and after photos after working on her own nutrition and seeing some great results, with the call to action around taking people through this process, through a challenge. And what happened? 14 people reached out. She leveraged her own social network with her story and her results, and she got paying clients. Now, these weren't random people. They were friends and acquaintances already in her social circle, but she just gave them an opportunity to work with her through the stuff that she posted. These people were already curious and wanted that type of support, and she just gave them the opportunity. Leverage social media, but it isn't everything when you're getting started. Here's the second mistake I see many new nutrition coaches make though. Number 2, they have no coaching systems. Let me know if this sounds familiar. You finally land a paying client and you start working with them. You really care about doing a good job, so you meet the client where they're at. You start coaching them in a bunch of different styles, trying to accommodate their needs and what they say they want. But you also give them open access to you, which makes sense, right? You're a coach that cares, and talking more to your coach should get you better results, right? As a coach that cares, this is what I did, and it didn't work. All it did was take up way too much of my time, either doing live calls or meetings that were way too long and in some cases unnecessary. Just having the feedback all over the place through different apps, on text message, through email, through phone calls. Everything was so disorganized and all over the place. I never knew where to find things. And it really started to impact my client results because they weren't doing what they needed to do. And that's because it wasn't clear enough. Sometimes caring too much can set you back. And what you really need is a coaching system. What this means is that each and every client is following 2 main things. Number 1, they're coached in the same way, especially in the beginning. Think about this like boot camp. At the start of the military, when you're first enlisting, everyone is following the same process. Everyone is speaking the same language. Expectations are really clear, and that's because it's black and white. And everyone knows what's expected of them and what they need to do to be successful. This is what should happen at the beginning of working with a nutrition client. You should have mapped out exactly how a client is going to start working with you through the onboarding process, from start to finish. You explain things the same way. You lay out the exact same steps for each and every client, so the process is really clear. And more importantly, which we'll talk about in a second, you actually follow it as well. Now, every single client is unique, but most people as a group are pretty similar. They can follow similar stuff and get great results. But if you are doing your coaching different each and every time, you'll never get good at what you're doing. The second thing you need to follow is the actual check-in process. Nutrition coaching and its delivery revolves around the weekly check-in. You need to have a rock-solid check-in process. Your clients should know exactly what to track, what information to submit, where to submit this information, where to answer questions, And you should know exactly how you'll deliver this feedback and when that will happen, and have clear expectations around what happens if none of this happens. This is what I mean by a coaching system. If you really want to make your nutrition coaching a business, this should be something that could run without you. Another coach should be able to step in and do your job, access everything that they need to work with your clients because of the process you've created. Now, you may not feel like you need a coaching system right off the bat, but unfortunately, we've had students come into our program. They're new coaches that are working with 3 to 4 paying clients. But this process is taking them as long as it should be if they had 30 paying clients. You're never gonna make your nutrition coaching more than a hobby unless you have some structure around it. And it comes down to creating a nutrition coaching system. And that's it, folks. Those are the 2 big mistakes to avoid when you start nutrition coaching. You can't avoid the process of getting clients or creating a nutrition coaching system, especially when you're first getting started, or it just won't work. So I hope that helps. Now, as great as all those tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'm gonna have you do is check out this video I've linked up right here. One thing we really didn't talk about today is how to package and sell your nutrition coaching service. I'm gonna show you how to do exactly that in this video right here. So check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video.